discretion is advised.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the New to Wrestling Podcast After Dark. I actually want to introduce this guest with just like a little bit of a story because I was talking to my lovely roommate, that I was like, I'm interviewing this person this week, and she was like, "Oh my God, is this the person we saw at the Respect Wrestling show?" Because I am new to wrestling and I have been, getting my feet wet. I love to go to the independents. It's like for me, the local government of wrestling, I just want to be boots on the ground journalism and I be on the GJ. And I decided to bring my friend who is like extra, extra new. And so this was her first experience ever going to a wrestling show. And I told her I was interviewing this person, and she was like, he is the one. I was so intrigued by him. I had to Instagram stalk him afterwards. He was like so fascinating to me. And we talked specifically, and I'm so glad she brought this up about this incredible moment. So, this person has this really incredible presence in the ring. There's like a really feral kind of energy. There's like devil strobe lights, like all kinds of things, this ferocity in the ring. And then that show happened to end with a retirement match. It was the Hit Squad. And I'd never seen this happen before where all the wrestlers run to the ring and like do that whole, if you guys are not new to wrestling, you know what it is, but they gather around the ring and like really support their friends, their brothers, their kin. And me and my friend happened to have a perfect sight line to this person who we're interviewing today. And it was one of those moments I literally just got goosebumps where it was like, wow, like this person calls themselves the cause of it all. And I think that that expression and watching just their reaction to watching something that they love for me reminded me of like my cause of it all, of like how much I love this show and how much I love to watch wrestling and talk to wrestlers. And I've never seen such like pure unadulterated joy and reverence and just like this happy kind of peace where like not like a calm peace but like an elevated, like I'm so happy to be here with my people. I wrestled a great match and now I get to watch like something incredible. And it was just that amazing juxtaposition of this ferocity in different formats is what I want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
call
yeah.
it. And I just, when we got this interview, I was like, wow, I am so excited to be able to talk about this and just like expound on this. But you guys, it's Joey Conway. He is the cause of it all. I'm so happy you're here. And thank you so much
Jeez.
for such an incredible experience. I know I really laid it on thick right in the
Yeah.
beginning. I'm sorry.
You gotta come in hot like that. Holy shit.
Yeah,
uh, First of all, thank you.
of
Um,
course.
uh, but yeah,
Speechless.
like though I love wrestling. I'm just a
Yeah.
big kid. Uh,
Mhm.
uh, I always say like a lot of us, we always say like we're the biggest fans of all. Like we just
Yeah.
we just happen to be like, oh, it's too much, which is kind of how I started. But
Mm.
uh, yeah, I went back to a moment like that match was Monster Mac. It was a hit squad. You said it before,
Mm.
but Monster Mac I became really close with over the past like few years, and I've
Mm.
always looked up to him, and I loved indie wrestling. I loved Ring of Honor back like growing up.
Yeah.
Used to sneak Ring of Honor on the TV if it was randomly on. I'd find it on
Yeah.
like a public access or something, and
Mm.
like 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm like 8 years old trying to find that, and eventually Monster Mac was on it,
Oh.
and that was like a full circle moment because I'm watching him
Yeah.
like this is so cool. I get to sit around for the last match of the Hit Squad,
Mhm.
not the last match of Monster Mac. He's still going for a little while longer, but he's got a couple left, and
Hmm.
but that was so cool to be able to see Hit Squad, and like I love that as them as a tag team. They were badasses.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they were beating the shit out of people, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like,
Oh,
but
you
but
can
I,
totally fine.
absolutely
We
curse here.
are we're
We're
like
horrible.
sailors.
but
Yeah, you're good.
but I thank God because I'm bad. But thank you. I work really hard to be a piece of shit in wrestling.
Mhm.
But in reality, when I leave the ring and I become a fan, like I can still disconnect, and that's always my favorite part about my journey so far. Because when I started, everybody said like you're gonna become like not a fan, you're gonna hate it, you're gonna hate wrestling, and I
Wow.
always was like, there's no way. But everyone around me, sure as shit, everyone was, I fucking hate wrestling, I hate wrestling, I hate wrestling, and they hated wrestling, and most of them are gone, but a lot of the
Mm.
guys that remain just love wrestling, and now I just love wrestling. I can separate it, which is weird,
That's
probably.
That's so nice though. I mean, I think that's such a good point. Like people will always say like if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And it's like, or I like love what I do until I hate it. Like I think there's you know what I mean? It's like I think there can be a line, but yeah, I mean that's obvious. I mean the proof is in the pudding. I remember I was so happy she brought that up because I remember we were just like, oh my God, that's Joey Conway. Oh my God. He's just having the time of his life, thank God.
I was. That
Yeah,
show was so cool. It was filled
really.
with a lot of like really bigger name indie talent, and I was really just I was happy to be there and be included in that. And anytime you're able to be, um, I'm my like worst critic. So
Mm.
anytime I'm able to be put in the same room or in the same light or even shown in the same program as somebody that I see is at the top level of where I am, um, it means a lot. And that show specifically was top to bottom those guys,
Right.
and to be put in the position and put in that locker room with guys that are the top, like one of the guys I wrestled just got signed yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, we were just talking about this. We were like, oh my God.
Like
Yeah.
that's how top they are. Like
Mhm.
they're literally watching every bit of it and skimming off the top. It's that match specifically was one of those matches I looked at as, okay, I can prove myself to an audience that's going to watch. And it was a match versus Jordan Oliver that became a triple threat with Anthony Gangone.
Yes.
I think you can find it online if you
Oh
want to
yeah, it's
watch it.
on YouTube. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Please watch it.
It's
It's
on
so
YouTube.
great. Yeah. It's
Um,
on YouTube.
but that was a match that like I saw that could elevate me a little bit, and I
Hmm.
knew Jordan had eyes on him, and I knew he's had eyes on him for the last decade.
Hmm.
He's just been that good. But I knew he had eyes on him that probably hadn't seen me, so I wanted to show up and perform and really uh, uh, show that I belong in like locker rooms like that, and then that like to go from that having I put a lot of stress on myself and a lot of weight on what I do because
Hmm.
I love this shit and I live and breathe this shit.
Mhm.
As stupid as this is, a couple of years ago, I won a championship and I made one for myself in a pentagram that spins.
I love
So
that.
I introduced
Neat.
this. It barely spins because I've hit so many people in the head with it.
Listen,
But
it's a hazard of the business.
At least it's not like a stupid reason it doesn't spin.
no, yeah. It's like ring, but like it's shit like that. I think about stuff all the time. Every minute of the day, I'm thinking about dumb
Mm.
shit like that, like finding ways to piss people off because I'm a bad guy. And if everyone hates the spinner belt, I'm making a spinner belt. If
Period.
everyone hates the color green, guess what? I'm wearing green all day long. Uh,
Absolutely.
I just want to make sure that you just dislike me in every which way that you can. Because if I come off cool, then I'm not a good heel or a
I
good
love it.
bad guy.
I love it. You're supposed to want to see that guy get punched.
I want
But
to
I,
I want to be punched, man.
I love it. But I do have a
Please.
follow up with that match specifically because it was kind of like a
Yes.
last minute like
Mhm.
change up. So like, can
It
you just kind
was.
of go through like, okay, like you're prepared for one thing and then all of a sudden it's a different ball game because
That
you have
was
to include a whole
it's
other person.
it's part of the job.
Right.
It's card subject to change. I've had to do that. I had to do that this last weekend, actually. The same exact scenario where it turned into a triple threat, and I went, "Well, here we
Whoa.
go. We're
Like
doing it."
tale as
and,
old as
and
time for me.
yeah, that was it. I said, "Screw it. We're gonna have fun now." And but it is weird because like matches like that, you think about a while. You know, I knew I was booked there before it was even advertised. So when it got advertised, I was
Mm.
able to really kind of gauge reaction of people. And now I can kind of put something in my mind, like maybe I kind of go this direction or this direction because I know they like him because of this. Uh,
Okay.
but then I don't know if I'm being a little vague. I get it, but like
Oh, no,
uh,
no, no. It's
there's
perfect.
directions to it, and I saw an opportunity. Like I said, Jordan is a person that I saw has eyes, and I went, all right, I got to get those eyes on me somehow. And then it turned into a triple threat because there was a person that got sick, and they were part of the main event. So we became the main event. Well, not the main event, but the title match of that
Mhm.
show for the men, and it was a last minute day of. Now everything gets scrapped and you have to restart,
Mhm.
especially because like thankfully I know Anthony Gangone fairly well, and I like his work and I watch his work, so I know what he does, so I can kind of like plan accordingly. Like I get it, he's going to do X, Y, and Z, so I can stop him with X, Y, and Z, or
Mm. Mm-hmm.
it becomes but now I have to work both people.
Right.
Yeah. And both of those people have to work both of those people.
Yeah, so we're all ping ponging around finding.
Oh,
You got to keep your head on a swivel in those matches a lot.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more stressful sometimes in multi-man matches just for that alone.
I can imagine. And a last minute one
Yeah.
too. Oh my God. It's
Yeah.
like, let the bodies hit the floor. Like, what's going on? Like, it's just
literally.
we did a
literally.
we did a promo. I think it aired live. I don't know if it aired live. Yeah, I think it aired live like on the stream. But we did a promo right before it, and it's me and Jordan talking, and Anthony walks behind us, and we cut that promo 5 minutes after we found out that match was live. That was gonna,
Fantastic.
Oh my
and that
God.
was we were already in gear, so it was maybe an hour and a half before doors, an hour before doors.
Do
Bonkers. I
We
love
this
were
it.
already
this
early.
usually happens much later in the show for me, but because this there's always a moment where we have the guest and I'm like, do you realize how insane it is what you do? Like every single time I'm like, do people not? I have to get like a megaphone. I'm like, do people not get it?
I eat sandwiches and I do weird shit in New
Weird
Jersey.
shit. I
Oh,
eat sandwich. Well, yeah, I mean, it's just to me, it's the most insane. And again, like new to wrestling, I've been watching it for like, 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
yeah.
But either way, it just never gets old to me, like what you guys experience. I'm like, there's so much impromptu planning, like
Oh
mental
yeah.
gymnastics before you even get to the physical.
It's
And
just
then,
like being in a band. Like that's what I
oh,
equate it to.
yes.
You know, if your bassist gets sick on the day of your show, you're not going to be like, "Come on, man!" You're going to either replace the bassist or find a way around using the bass, or
Right.
No, yeah.
you're going to find ways to work it out, and you're going to do it to the best of your ability. It's my job. It's at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So you're like when you have a career, you try to be the best at it you can be. And then in scenarios like that, that's how we train. I train 3 days a week, multiple times, multiple places. And uh, I try to just get like, I don't think about it. I just go in and just fuck around.
Mhm.
And that lends it to like, that's how you learn how to do that stuff over time. And it's taken me, I've been doing this 12 years. So like it's taken me a long time to even get to where I am. And I'm not on television.
Mhm.
I've been able to do extra work and stuff like that, but I'm not on TV. I'm not signed to a contract that's worldwide exposure.
Mhm.
So I'm still learning. That's
Mhm.
I'm still figuring it out. I'm still trying to find out how to break a mold in a sense, and change somebody's view of me.
Mhm.
I have to make everybody see that, like what you said in the beginning,
Yeah.
and finding ways to do that. You sometimes run into it's not the same every time. It's
Right.
and those
So
are the best.
Those are
What
the best. That's
what's
always
your
the thing too. It's always the best.
because well, you're gonna learn either way. Like
100%.
so
100%.
Yeah.
so like in that like realm, like what appeals most to you about playing the heel? Like why do you feel like that you fit into that like role? And
I
also like what's your
understand what
favorite
I
part?
look like. I get it. I look like a piece of shit. But like I try not to like I don't know. I enjoyed I growing up. I was always a big fan of the good guys. I loved Good Guy, Shawn Michaels. I
Hmm.
loved Crush, Kona Crush. I loved the weirdest, like I loved like the cartoon character babyface guys.
Uh-huh.
And
Mhm.
when I learned about wrestling, like, and I started like training and actually learning about wrestling, I learned why those guys. I loved Crush
Hmm.
because of the bad guy made Crush such a good guy that
Right.
I fell in love with
Mm.
him.
Hmm.
You know, I didn't see it. He was the bad guy was so good that I didn't see anything that was going on. I was a kid, of course,
Right.
Yeah.
but even today it's happening. I still enjoy watching wrestling, and I am I watch a lot of different wrestlers, and I'm a fan of a lot of their stuff.
Mm.
Um, and the same thing. I watch it a little differently, but if I separate it, it's still the same thing. It's still the bad guy doing something that you want to punch him in the face. And when he gets punched in the face, the whole crowd goes, "Hell yeah!"
Right. Oh,
So
That
you're,
guy
fantastic.
sucked, and we agree. And
oh,
like right now, the best thing I can do is make people agree. Like
Mm.
for
Amen.
once,
whoa. What a statement.
if everyone can agree to hate me,
Mm.
cool.
Awesome.
If you can get a room full of people to agree even on something like that, like you might as well run for
Yeah,
office.
we're
I it's that is such a sweet way to think about it and like completely not what I would ever thought where it's like I like being a heel almost because I like making the good guys good. And
yeah,
like
yeah. I
that
like
is
I
like
like the reaction. I like the way it I like the way it plays. I like the character development of heels as well. There's other deeper stuff, and
mm,
and you know there's I during COVID I went away, like obviously everybody did, but during the time we went away from the world, I was able to take like an acting class, and it was cool as hell.
mm,
I took it online, and like it was like a thing that
Mhm.
you just do, but I learned random acting things, and I learned like putting a character together and like stuff like that, and it was stuff that you probably could have honestly just looked up on YouTube.
Sure.
However,
yeah.
However
I
you find it is how you
yeah,
find it, you know?
I was trying to figure it out, and I was trying anything when we couldn't do anything.
Right.
Of
So
course.
and I had to find something out, and somebody had recommended like maybe getting better at telling a story with your face that everything hurts or
Mm.
doesn't hurt
Hmm.
could
Right.
could benefit you. And I went, oh shit, you're right. Wow.
It's so funny you say that because you sent us a match, which was amazing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
I
shit you
realize it's
not.
super old, and I'm sorry.
No,
No,
it's all
okay,
good.
first of all, love it. And it's so funny. I was watching it and we had just interviewed Ray Sanchez like not that long
Oh
ago.
hell yeah.
And I literally was listening, I go, oh girl, I'm on the line with Ray. Oh my
It's
God. Like
so
I
good.
was
I
really
love that
cackling.
guy.
But it's so funny you say this because I was watching you during this match and I shit you not. I literally was like, I wonder if he has an acting background
Yeah.
because I
No.
was like, there's something about the way, well, like it worked. So because I was like, there's something about the way that he is, like the way you use your expressions that I was like, there seems
I
like
think it's
fine
partially
tuning
I think
there.
it's coaching a lot too.
Yes.
I had really good trainers that taught me pro wrestling. They taught me wrestling in front of a crowd. They taught me how to do everything on the fly, and then they taught me camera work a little bit. And
Okay.
I was lucky enough to go places and do stuff where they were doing camera work, and I worked like as I worked for television companies, so
Mm.
I learned where to look and where to find places, and and
Mhm.
and all of that together, all of that smashed together, the crowd work and the camera work and the the expressions to it's I kind of equate it to like if I ever explain it to people, reading a book to like a kindergarten class. You read the book and then you
Mhm.
show the pictures,
Hmm.
right? Like so like
Mm.
reading the book is getting punched in the face. Everyone saw me get punched in the face, but nobody knows what the story is. So when I show
Yeah.
you that shit sucked, and I show everyone in the room that that shit sucked,
Right.
they know that
Right.
sucked.
Wow. That is
That's
so
training though.
interesting.
That's
Mhm.
Yeah.
mostly like that's just stage performing training. That's just showing off the crowd what you're doing. And I know it's a little inside baseball, but fuck.
No, we love it.
No, yeah, yeah, that's what we're here
This is
for.
my girl. I'm eating. This is my bread and butter right now. I don't even need to eat dinner.
How is this stuff for you? Like you're just learning about wrestling, but like also people are explaining the weirdest like intricacies to it. It's
I
got
love it. I love like I really do think like I don't know if and not to make this about me, but I don't know if like life has a purpose. Like I'm not really sure that I'm not sold on that. If like people whatever. If I did though, I think my gift is just like I really do love to just listen to people explain what they're passionate about and just geek out about it. Like I always joke with Xavier that like my gift is making a C-list situation feel A-list. Like it could be something so
That
basic, and I'll be like,
rules.
"What? What do you fucking mean?"
That's
And
a
they'll be
Right.
really
like,
good
"Yeah,
thing
she
to
cut
say.
me off in traffic." And I'm like, "And she's a bitch like her mother." Like like I'll really it's
Hell
terrible, but
yeah.
I really do love to listen to people talk about shit they're hype about and also I hype is contagious for me. Like
Mm,
I catch it, it's like a drug. And I'm like,
okay.
so
This is
That's my
I'm
really
entire like YouTube. It's all just people really good at doing shit I could never be good at.
yes,
I just
because
like watching it.
I
right.
would never wrestle. I could never wrestle. But I want to hear all about it. Because also I think also there's an element of like I really like fantasy. Like I
Mm.
like world building, I like
Oh,
lore. I
yeah.
like so
Mhm.
It's
there's
all
an
of it.
endless amount of lore. There's so much
Yeah.
lore
Oh,
here.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
You
I'm
and like you can go like to another zip code and it's the same person, different lore.
Oh,
I that's
absolutely. People are like one promotion, like
Yeah.
playing babyface, like people
Yeah.
eat them up, and then they show up other places and they're getting like booed out of the building. And you're like, oh, this is
I'm
beautiful.
like
Yeah. It rules.
it's
Yeah.
so it's I love it so much. So literally, and again, I love to listen. So like you could talk endlessly at me for 45 minutes and I would be like, "Whoa, you're
Hell yeah.
kidding." And I'm not even trying to blow smoke. I really just I love it. But so back at the house, baseball talk, game talk, we can talk about it all. But
Hell
I
yeah.
am I so okay, I'm glad you brought this up too about like even just like the training and
Mhm.
how the retention and the execution to bring it back to you. Um you had said in a previous interview that it's like I feel like you are so and you could tell me to fuck off, but I feel like you are so um focused and adamant about like your training, or at least this is kind of how it came across to me, focused and adamant about your training and wrestling itself because you'd previously kind of been lax about it, right? Like so
Yeah.
you'd lived the other life and now you're kind of like
Yeah,
and
I was a shithead.
yeah, I mean we are shitheads in
Human,
recovery as
absolutely.
well. So
That's a
my
perfect way to
mugshot
look
is
at it.
hanging in this apartment. If
No,
you ever,
1000%. It's
yeah,
my favorite thing.
my mugshot is hanging up outside my room. So,
That rules.
so do you feel? I feel like sometimes when you are a former shithead and then you're
Mhm.
like, but I actually do care about this, and because I've already lived the life where I don't devote the time and
Mhm.
seeing what that's like, I kind of want to try devoting the time and seeing what that's like,
Oh
and
yeah.
then it catches, and you're like, oh, this is
Kind of
nice.
Yeah.
Like,
nice. Yeah, yeah.
It's weird. I was a shithead.
welcome.
Where and in my experience of being a shithead, I started training and I was very bad at training, and
Mm,
I just like wasn't picking stuff up. And so it took a little bit, and it took me like 6 to 8 months to even get in a wrestling ring because they do training a little differently. You have to train outside, like kind of learn how to walk,
Right.
essentially. Um, so when I finally got in the ring and I started to pick it up a little bit faster, I was kind of given some a little treat, if you will, from the promoter, and he was like, "Hey, we're gonna throw you on some shows. We're gonna put you in some good spots, some prime spots." And I kind of like almost kind of let it go to my head almost immediately, and it happens to a lot of people, and unfortunately, and I was one of them, and I let it kind of like get to me. And I was like, all right, well, now I don't have to train so hard and I can kind of like slack a little bit. And like that little bit became a lot of bit, became a lot more a bit. And then it just became, I'm showing up and training. Maybe I was like, I was going to the gym, but I wasn't going to do wrestling training. And that's way different. Your ring positioning alone, like knowing where the ropes are behind you is just as important as knowing where they are in front of you.
Right.
It's because I'm gonna go that way if I fall down. So I need to know I'm not gonna die.
Right.
And if I'm gonna be close, I need to know that I'm gonna be that close,
Right.
and
Yeah.
not that close.
God, amen.
It just, like, so I didn't take it so seriously, and I kind of got scared straight where I got hurt. And I'll flat out say it was my fault, and it was. I always say it's my fault. It was, but it was a freak accident. I was doing a frog splash, and I dislocated my elbow. I landed. Yeah, it sucked, and that was on me. I had to have surgery, and I had to have a plate put in my elbow, and I kind of like lost what I wanted to do, and like my whole life, all I wanted to do was be a pro wrestler, and I gave myself my opportunity. And then I fucked it up. And I kind of just like, I don't want to be a local guy. I don't want to be your local professional wrestler. I want to be the guy you see on TV. And I want to be the guy that makes money every day to do something in professional wrestling, whether it's going to a signing or going to do an interview or something. And I realized that like, I'm fucking this up for me. And the minute that I was able to come back, I came back within under 6 months of that surgery.
Wow.
And I just buried myself in pro wrestling. And I did every seminar up and down the East Coast. I learned from people that are on have been on TV and are on TV currently. I tried to just dive in and learn as much as I could that I lost out on. Because I knew how behind the 8 ball I was. I had already started training at like, I think I was 23. So all the people in my training class were 18. I'm behind the 8 ball then. Like there was 16-year-olds in that training class, and they were way more talented than me right off the bat because they have zero fear and they're just sponges.
Yeah.
So like I'm 23 trying to learn this shit and trying to also balance like regular life, not realizing that you can't have regular life.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, people they it happens all the time. Like, people come and go, and it sucks because you see some really talented people leave, and I unfortunately was one of the untalented people that stayed and just
learned. My God,
I just learned. That's it. That's all I am. I'm just a product of knowledge and being pissed off at myself.
But I think
great motivator.
That's amazing. But I think like the retention and the execution though is also important. Like I'm like, sorry, I have to give these flowers to you. Oops.
Appreciate it. But that's learning too. That's watching character building, and like all I do is watch wrestling. I watch my favorites and I watch not my favorites. I watch people that people recommend I look like. Oh, you remind me of this guy. All right, so let me see what you see in that guy and why he's over. Why is he making $1 million and I'm not? I want to know. Because shit, if you're going to compare me to a guy on TV, I want to be on that. I want to be that guy on TV. I want to be in his position. How can I get there? So I just became the guy that learns things and figures out. Like, I'm not better than anybody. I just learn. Like, I try and I just love it. It goes back to just loving what you do. And it's you retain way more. And I learned that. Once it got a little bit easier, and I learned that training was kind of fun too, because you the more you train, the better you get, the better your matches get. The reactions become addicting. So now I have to train more.
Like, that's fantastic.
I love that.
I have no time. So
and now I'm booked and busy.
Yeah. Now I have no weekends or weeknights because I have to go to the gym.
Yep. Living the dream.
Yeah, somebody's
living the dream. I'm glad you brought up your training because and I'm sorry, Xavier, were you going to
No,
ask a
go
question?
ahead.
Okay. I'm glad you brought up your training because you had said something that I thought was so interesting. That when you were training, one of your coaches said, like, always enter a room like nobody knows you. Like, always enter a room like nobody knows you, and then you can educate them. So what would be on the Joey Conway curriculum? If you're coming in a room and you're educating people, like what's on the curriculum? What's the syllabus? Like what do we
the
need to
minute
know?
the minute you see me, the first thing you need to see is just an overwhelming, just like I want
Yes.
I want shock. It's so I'm loud. I'm usually soaking wet for some reason. I'm wearing a giant fur coat
I
without pants
love the
on.
coat.
So
Yeah.
thank you.
No, we love a pro. Like she
I'm
has
trying to get
many. It's great.
a new one, like custom crazy. I just haven't found the right people to make it.
Please.
Ooh.
It's
Also, I would love the hockey jersey. I heard that idea
I'm
before
trying.
you had
That's another
mentioned
one.
it.
It's so hard to get a cool logo.
Girl,
You
you don't have to tell me.
Mm.
can't
I've
think of
been back and forth with people. I so understand. But I'm praying for the hockey jersey. I will be the first customer.
Hell yeah,
Sorry,
it'll
not to
be there.
interrupt
It'll
you.
be there.
And the fur coat,
Oh, and I work for like a
I
hockey
would
like
die.
company, so I could also help you with that one. That's
Hell
great.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Use and
We should
abuse him.
talk.
Somebody has to.
No,
But I
honestly,
would
he's
buy
it.
a custom Joey Conway coat as merch one day, by the
Hell
way.
yeah.
So anyway, not to interrupt you, go ahead. You come out with your fur coat.
But it's that's all part of it, and like my music is knocked loose. It's one of my favorite bands, and it's just
Mhm.
loud, and it's you know, when I started using it, not a lot of people knew, and I'm not trying to be like, not
Yeah.
a lot of people knew who Knocked Loose was.
Right.
And honestly, when I started using it, I had only recently seen them live for the first time ever, and
Mm.
before I saw them live, I wasn't a fan. So
Oh, heard.
like
Mm.
Sometimes
I
bands
saw
be like
them
that though.
crazy. They were
Sometimes
so
wrestlers be like
incredible.
that.
Honestly,
Incredible.
true.
Wrestlers be like that. It's the
Yeah.
same concept,
Yeah.
like you are coming out there and you're like, I've never seen this for it literally happened to us, to me
That
and my roommate. I was like,
I'm
she's like, I had
alive.
to stalk him.
I'm alive. I'm a live crowd person. I
Yes.
really feed off. I love a live crowd. I love when the crowd is lively. And if they're not, I want to make them lively.
Mhm.
And like as the bad guy, I get to do that. So
Yes.
it's the best part. Again, go back to that part. It's the best part.
I
Yeah.
love that.
You don't get
So
credit, but like who the fuck cares?
yeah. So it's like I think then the biggest thing is like just presence. It's like you just want to have
Yes. I want to be
like
loud and overwhelming, and I want to hit every sense:
Mm.
sight,
ooh,
taste,
yes.
sound, smell. I want to hit it all. I want you to assume you know what I smell like. I want you to just
Mm.
like I want everything to look dirty and clean at the same time. So I
This
don't.
is like the best description. I'm like,
I've died. Everything I wear has a reason behind it. That acting thing. I
mhm.
also I went to I did an art school dropout type scenario when I was much younger, and I learned what colors are. So I implement colors and the reasoning behind colors in a fine art sense, or in like it depends on what I'm doing. Everything I wear means something. It doesn't mean something, but like because I think is a controversial point, but like in wrestling, I think like sentimentality is earned, and I don't think like I don't know, like you earn it in certain steps, and I think I don't have the ability to have sentimentality right now because I'm just grinding, and like there's no reason
Mhm.
that you can't be sentimental when it's a business, like
Right.
Yeah. Mhm.
I can look back and be like, oh, that was cool, like,
Right.
but I want to get to the point where I can look back and it's down and not up. So like, I
Right.
don't want that.
Yeah. And to like look back, like not having to look back, just feel it. Like, do you know what I mean? Where it's like
Exactly.
you've lived like you've experienced such a thing where it's like I don't even have to really look. I can just already know it's
Yeah,
there. I so get
exactly.
that.
And I don't, again, I'm my worst critic. And I think that like, I have a body of work that stretched over a decade.
Yeah.
And like, I've wrestled a lot of matches and I don't know how many matches I've wrestled. The internet, cage match is wrong.
I was
Uh,
gonna say your
for
cage
sure.
match is like
For sure. I only got a cage match in like 2021. Like
okay.
it was a running joke between like the guys I trained with because they all had cage matches, and I was like, I'm not gonna like email these guys to
And be
fucking
like,
tell them, hi, can I'm a pro wrestler, guys? Can you put me on your website that tells you
mhm.
how many places I've wrestled? No, I don't care.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't give a shit. Book me. Like,
Yeah, like
come
just
watch me.
come see about me.
Yeah, I don't just watch me on the internet. It's hilariously dumb how
It's
sweaty I
so
get.
great though. I'm glad you brought this up because can we bring back Joey Conway drives everywhere and hates himself for it? Please.
I have like 2.5 hours of video that I just have not edited. It's just,
The people demand it.
Friend,
Me. I'm the
we can
people.
help you.
I'm just gonna send you that shit. Just make
Just
it.
that's what I do. I'm like,
Oh,
help me,
perfect.
girl.
Absolutely.
No,
It's so
because
difficult.
I love it. I
It's
love it.
so hard. I have me singing like knock that into it. I have me singing I'm a big like random music fan and I
Yes.
like old school country. So it's like me
Perfect.
singing Brooks and Dunn. Like
That's beautiful.
yeah.
Sensational. And a fellow Dirty Nil fan.
Oh
Oh,
yes. Oh my
yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah.
Love the Nil. I was gonna put on I have like a few of their shirts too. Because we have seen them multiple times.
A
I've
few
seen them at
times, yeah,
least,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think 3 or 4 times.
That's
Mhm.
sick. I saw
They
them the first time with when I saw Knock Loose, I went up to Tid the Season, the last Every Time I Die Tid the Season ever.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes,
That
that's
was killer.
awesome.
It
Oh
was
my
killer.
God. They are one of those bands that if they're in the area, I'm going to see them. I can't.
Yeah.
They are
Are they good?
so
Like I only remember the one show.
insane.
Oh, they're great. They're
I've
so
Yeah,
tight.
never
it's
I
been
love them.
years.
yeah, I mean, the last time I saw them was probably 2 years ago, but I mean, I was transcended. I
Yeah.
was like, it was they're so every show I've ever been to has been excellent.
Yeah,
Like just
yeah.
out of this world, so
Good,
crazy good.
good. Because
And
like you never know when you see them. Like the venue I saw them in was a big venue, so like you know people are going to prepare for that.
yeah,
So you know you're going to see people at their best. Like so,
Right.
and I love that, and
yeah,
I for sure did. I got to see some incredible performances. The 2 days was insane,
yeah,
but
that's awesome.
it was like their best. So I went,
Mm.
oh, are they good? And I
Mm.
fell in love with them, but I haven't seen them live since. So it's been
Oh,
We
I
saw them in
enjoy
the basement in
it was
Philly.
it was great.
And it was
so cool.
it
That's
was
so cool.
sensational.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah, like
fantastic stuff.
when it was so funny because he posted that and then you were like dirty nail, like that's how I know you guys are real because you used a dirty nail song. I was like, yes,
Hell
motherfucker.
yeah.
I was like, we got
Hell
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, we saw Basement in Philly and it was fucking incredible. And I think I got the pick. Some guy was like, there's no way you caught that pick. And I literally was like,
Say less.
jealous bitch.
Yeah.
Get well soon.
You yoinked it.
Yeah.
So good.
It hit my foot and I was like, anyway. But I was like, wow, this is so exciting. Sorry, now I got like really lost in the sauce.
Oh
That's
no,
quite
you're
okay.
good.
That's
I
usually
have
what happens.
we very recently watched Bad Bunny's match in Puerto Rico, and
Oh.
I had recently watched you talk about his entrance, and I showed Kelsey this for the first time because
I
I'm
just saw
Puerto
it.
Rican, and she just needed to just experience like that, like an entire island
Have
living
goosebumps.
through one person.
Yeah.
That your thoughts.
Yeah.
So I wrestled in Puerto Rico 7 days before that.
Fantastic.
I was on tour there. I wrestled two nights in a row, and it was the first time I'd ever gone kind of overseas. You know, in a sense, in a place that I don't speak Spanish. I try. I am terrible at it. But
I
I'm
get
trying.
it. I
I'm
get
trying to
it.
learn. It's difficult when you get hit in the head a lot. I don't know.
Yep.
It's just a thing.
The words get knocked right out the
Yeah,
other ear.
you can only retain so much. But like I was there, and everyone was excited for it, and everywhere I went, people were, oh, are you going to stay for it? Are you gonna? And it was, I think I left Monday, and like most of the WWE guys were coming in like that day. And so all the people that were in the area were like getting a rotation of us coming, like leaving, and them coming. So they constantly were asking us like, are you guys the show?
The guys.
And I'm like, no,
Oh.
I already wrestled.
I already fucking
Shit.
wrestled.
I got hit by an old lady with a megaphone. It was my favorite moment.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's wrestling, baby.
I scared the
What?
I don't know if I'll ever get the video. I think I have. I think I might have the video on some phone somewhere of one of my matches there. And if it's that one, I need to find a way to post it, because like we wrestled through the crowd, and I'm gonna go off on a weird tangent on this one.
Do it.
This is a backstory that
like,
you guys wouldn't know, but other people would know. I've told the story prior. So I went there with two other gentlemen, and we flew in all together. And one of the gentlemen is one of my greatest rivals. So we were wrestling the first night on the tour, the little tour we were doing, and we were supposed to be like deep in the show. So we were gonna do a bunch of stuff, and we okayed it with the promoter. And the promoter's like, yeah, go ahead. No problem. And I was like, okay, cool. They're like, all right, everyone is late. You guys are first. And we went, all right, can we still do the stuff that we wanted to? And the guy was like, yeah, fuck it. I don't care. And that's an exact quote. And I don't care is what he said. So we went out, we tore the house down, and we wrestled through the audience. I took a back body drop through the stands. Like, we did a bunch of dumb shit. And we get back through the curtain, and everyone is surrounding us in a U, and we're like, oh shit, we did something wrong. And the main event comes up, and he goes, so we got a hardcore match later, and now everyone's seen everything. And I went, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I don't speak Spanish, so I didn't know any other match that was on the card except for the people that were in the match. So nothing but apologetic the entire time.
Crazy.
They canceled our hotel. They did a bunch of funny stuff. Oh, it was amazing. But in the moment, it sucked. We stayed at an hourly motel in the woods.
Okay, girl.
Me and my greatest rival slept like just shivering because we couldn't figure out how to turn off the air conditioning. Like,
no.
Hell yeah, that was night one. Night two was way better.
I don't know if it could have gotten worse.
We were going to go right to the airport, and they were like, no, we got to do an Airbnb. I was like, thank God. And the Airbnb was sick.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So like that's where we ended up running into people, because it was right close to the arena that they were wrestling in that week. So that's so nice. We left Monday, they were coming in. Short story long, very long. So I got to experience how that crowd was on a small scale, and I'm watching that whole show going, this is crazy, because I had never experienced, if you watch the whole show back, I never knew that in Puerto Rico they react when you throw a punch, they go wah, wah. Every time you hit something, it's oh wah, wah. And I was like, whoa. They're like, as I'm hitting somebody, I'm going, this is really cool, let's keep doing this shit.
Right.
And I'm hearing the crowd come up, and the whole night, that's all you heard on that pay-per-view was wah, wah. And I'm like, this is cool. And then Bad Bunny makes his entrance, and they have a drone. That's the coolest entrance of all time.
Ever. Sorry.
Of all time.
Because everybody is just like singing in unit, like to get that many people to do anything at the same time is insane.
There wasn't a person in the crowd. There wasn't a person that didn't work there. There was the camera people were singing the song. They let people in from outside to sing that song. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it. And that stuck with me. Like, that entrance was amazing. And like, honestly, that entrance, and then there's another entrance that I watch all the time. It's Jey Uso, the Uso brother, the Usos versus Roman Reigns and like Solo. I think they wrestled. They had like the slowest walk to the ring, and they just had purpose behind it. And like you can see like on their face, the character they had was like, it was just so you can there are two different things. Like one is just hype, the other one is creating a moment, and like that entrance was just purely character building. It was so cool.
Kelsey has a favorite entrance she goes back to and watches
the Sting one.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. It's the WCW, like it's the Starcade 97
Oh
one,
yeah.
with like the
Sorry.
like ethereal voice like talking.
It's so weird. It's so great. I'm sorry.
It's not because it's good.
No, it's because it's just bizarre, and
It really is.
he's so gorgeous. Anyway, no, because honestly, I'm not gonna be that match just isn't, it's not really it, but the entrance is
Sometimes that's all it needs. Sometimes that's all you need.
yes.
It's just character. It's like in wrestling they always like they always try to compare like wrestling matches. Sorry, there was something on my table. I thought it was something. It was just dust. Great. The day they always try to compare stuff, and they're like, oh, this is a great wrestling match for this reason, and this is this, and they always go back to like Rock and Hogan from WrestleMania, and they're like, watch it on mute, and I'm like, all right, cool. It's like they didn't do much, but the crowd lost their ever-loving shit. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
The entrance can get the person into it. Like, holy crap, it makes my job easy. Exactly. I don't have to do a goddamn thing except punch the guy. And now you hate me.
Yep.
Fantastic.
You hate me. You really hate me.
You really hate me.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. I'm like all my questions, but this is so nice. So okay, once compare, so we're talking about entrances. This is perfect. I'm back. We were talking about entrances, and one, you did describe that you don't get nervous, but sometimes you get anxious, but in the way you compared it to skydiving.
Yeah.
And have you still not been?
No.
Would you? I
would love to. I would love to skydive. Hell yeah.
We should do. All right, guys, drop it in if you want to see us skydive with Joey Conway.
What did I talk myself into?
All right, guys, drop if we get this many likes.
My whole excuse before I got like a year and a half ago, I had a knee injury, but before that, I was like 235 pounds. I was trying to get to like 245. I wanted to be Batista, like, but like I was half his size. That man is just a giant human.
It's a unit.
And my whole excuse at that point was like, if I could be like 240, I don't have to skydive because then I'm over the limit. I'm over the limit.
On a technicality.
On a technicality.
Yes, I would love to skydive. That would be so fun.
That's great. Yeah, it's funny because I have been.
Have you?
Holy yes. Shit. And but I did tandem obviously because it was my first time, but I'm 5'10", like I'm pretty tall, and the guy I tandem skydive with was like 5'4". And he was supposed to like catch me or whatever, or like land us. I landed this plane. I brought this plane back down.
Just start running first.
Yeah, literally. But he was like, I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter.
It was just like a really long piggyback ride.
Oh, truly, I basically wore him as a backpack and jumped out of a plane.
You ever seen Ace Ventura?
Of course. Literally.
That was you for a little while.
It was, and it was great. But I will say, the anxiety of jumping out of a plane, I was fine, but because I had known it was coming for a long time, but the person I was with, I surprised them with it. It was like a surprise birthday gift. I said, "Wake up, bitch, we're going skydiving." So
you're the worst friend of all time, are you?
Or the bet. I mean, I guess DM Xavier after this and get the royalty, but
yeah, I can backdate her. We're
good. Far. Horrible receipts we have on each other.
That's fine.
Let's never open that box. But,
no.
But I was fine until they jumped out of the plane. And then watching someone you really care about jump out of a plane, I was like, hey, this plane's kind of rickety. This man is small.
There's all these check boxes that become now they're X boxes.
But I lived, bitch, and it was great. But I love that. It's just so funny, that comparison, because you're like, I assume you never get used to
Yeah.
jumping out of a plane, and
How
I would
could you?
assume you
How could
can.
you?
You
You know,
can.
like it's when
It just
you're
feels like
sitting at the edge,
counterintuitive.
you're just looking out, and it's just like, what the? I'm just looking at something fake. There's no
Yeah.
Right.
way that's real until you get real. Like
Ooh.
It literally, yeah.
it's
Until you
it's it's
save you
either
and your tandem.
it's not real, it's not real, it's real. Holy shit! Like,
When you, yeah, because also even just like the fall, I was like, just falling out of,
yeah,
yep.
yeah.
So yeah, I guess
I'm
I
standing
would
behind
agree.
the curtain, going, "There's a crowd out there. I know
That
there's a
makes
crowd.
complete sense, actually, now that you say it.
I know they're out there. I don't like.
I know they're out there.
I'm as prepared as I think I can be. And
Right.
Yeah.
like, if anything, God forbid, goes wrong, we figured it out. And like, it's part of the job. But then
Yeah.
you start getting anxious. You're like, I just want to get out there now.
Right. Rip
But
it
there's a
off.
crowd out there. Fuck. So it becomes like it switches. It's like you get like real. And I always have like I always have to have water in my mouth before my entrance. So like if you look before my entry, I sway back and forth. So I'm like a water sprinkler, and I'm just drowning myself in water, which is why I'm always soaking wet when I come
Soaking
through the
wet.
curtain. I get like cotton mouth. I get like dry mouth before, and I talk too much. I start talking to people and like making jokes, and I don't get in the mode. So I just put water in my mouth and I just.
It's
I
like,
love
this is gonna
that.
make me focus.
That's like
Yeah.
giving peanut butter to the dog. Like,
Yeah, I'm ADD, man. Like ADHD is like a hell of a thing. So like I
Yeah.
have to figure out how to like it's shiny, it's shiny, it's shiny. No, focus.
Love that. And
You're
so
gonna go
then,
get punched in the head. So go.
so you have to go.
Yeah.
So can we talk about the grills?
Hell yeah.
Is
I don't have
that
a
a
min,
real?
but
I mean, because that also, the pictures on Instagram, those ones,
So
the
cool.
close-up
Yeah.
shots
Yeah.
are
he did incredible.
so
Flood did
incredible.
incredible. I have never had cool pictures of me in my entire career. I've had nothing but cool photographers take such cool pictures of me in the last like 8 months. It's so
What
sick.
a boon. What a blessing.
Oh,
No,
Hopefully we continue it for you. Xavier's got like the nice camera, and hopefully for you.
we're learning. I'm
Hell
just
yeah.
showing up to shows and being like, "Can I take picture?"
Hell yeah.
So,
Hell
But
yeah.
yeah, those pictures are so
like-
incredible, and the silver grills, very
it's-
fierce.
So like I always I love them. I don't know. I was hurt, I think, at the time, and one of my friends, she tattoos. She's a tattoo artist. She tattooed my. She's gonna do my chest. She did my stomach, my leg. She's doing my back, and
Wow.
and she
tattoo friends.
randomly has like pieces, like a one piece or like I think she has like a 2-piece up top, and I always see it. It's always fresh and like really cool, like designs on them and stuff. And I'm like, all right. So she has like a hollow one. I'm like, who's your guy? So she gave me the guy on Instagram. So I just followed him, and I saw he was just doing a bunch of stuff. And I hit him up. I was like, what do you charge? And he gave me a price quote. And like, I saw all the people he was doing. He's like doing like a bunch of real famous people, and like they're like legit grills. So I was like, like as a joke, I was like, what can it be? And I was hurt at the time, so I'm not doing anything wrestling related. So I have to try to figure out some sort of character development or something, because I can't keep still. And I felt like I don't know. I felt like at the time I was missing something that would make me more grimy and more gritty. And growing up, like I'm a little on the older side of wrestling at this point, I guess. It kind of sucks. I'm a 36-year-old person, so it's internet. Fuck you.
We're in our 30s, so you are safe here.
It sucks. It's like, but when I was growing up, grills were a thing, and like
yes,
people started wearing grills that were like dirt bags I knew, and like I always associated it with the dirt bag people I knew growing up. So I was like, oh, everything I do is something that like that is a weird quote or something, or something that somebody pissed me off by doing. Uh, like that was like, just like, I always thought like, oh, those guys are just dirtbags and they think they're cool. And then I just, being in the hardcore scene, so many people have grills and so many people have to have pieces. And I was like, all right, so it's not like a dirtbag thing, but people associate hardcore music with kind of dirtbag people too. So you know what? I'll play into the stereotype a little bit and I'll give them what they want. It's a show. So if you're already going to assume I'm that, let me be what you expect me to be. And it's going to make my job a little bit easier. And you know, like so I have to keep adding weird shit to myself. And like, that was one weird one that I was like, I don't know if it's going to work. The fur coat was one I didn't know was going to work. And like, I brought that to a show. The last show I ever did, or anybody, not anybody, but like the last show before COVID shut the world down, I brought my big fur coat for the first time to a show, and I was like, I'm going to wear it. I was wrestling James Storm from TNA.
Heard, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm going to debut this like big stupid fur coat, and I pulled it out, and somebody said it looks stupid. So I went, shove that back in there, and I put on my like stupid motorcycle vest that I was wearing, and I went back to like me, and I hated it, and I regretted it, and I just said screw it at some point, and I was like, I'm just gonna wear weird shit now.
Love that. And the silver grills was a great. I love the silver.
Yeah,
like I think that's a great choice.
I didn't want it too fancy. It's not fancy.
It's almost like it gives. It's not. It doesn't look this way, but it almost gives like it could be tarnish. It probably tastes weird.
I try to make it like I bite it all the time to try to make a little divots and dents.
Like rough.
I constantly, like, when you hear me in the ring and I'm going like, yeah, I'm constantly like click, 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 click.
Yeah, that would be
bad for my teeth, but
no, I love it.
It's like giving me like a fidget spinner, anything to fidget with. Like, I'm gonna do it. Like, I can't. I used to have a lip ring, and I like had to take it out because like I would spend my entire day just like rah, rah, rah.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, so
yeah,
like,
I bite my nails, so like that's anything I can.
dude.
Like, I need to.
Amen.
But is the fur coat from a personal collection? Like, that was your coat that you just wore?
So I went online and I looked up kind of what I wanted, and I found something, and then I went, all right, let me. I went to a bunch of just like thrift shops. I went into Brooklyn and found like a bunch of like really cool, because I knew like about like, you're gonna find a cool hipster coat in Brooklyn. So I'm like, let me go where the hipsters are, and like the people that wear like kind of rattier, trendier, not rattier, but like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's the look I'm going for. Lived in. I was looking for. I don't want a brand new fur coat because that's not what I think Joey Conway would wear.
Right.
You know, like Joey Conway would pick up something from the street and go, "That looks fine. Sure, put it on." You know, like, it's fine. I'm wearing it in the summer, so it's not for warmth. You know, like it's. I have this coat, and it makes me feel good. Like. So I don't want something new. I want something that's been there. And I always had this thing, and like, it's weird. I always had this thing about like leather jackets. That's why like I never wear a leather jacket. I can't buy a new leather jacket because it's a new leather jacket.
I get
it.
And
like, I can't live in a leather jacket that's not broken in, and I can't wear a leather jacket that someone else broke in. So I'll never own a leather jacket.
Wow, that's a good point. That's very interesting.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm too lazy to like constantly wear a jacket, so it'll just be this stiff, like.
Right. Every time you go out there,
I'll just look like an Italian uncle constantly.
I hope I look like an Italian uncle. That's my goal.
Just to be like Florida retired, looking like just fat and like a polo shirt constantly.
Love that. And because you're from Florida, Sarasota.
Yeah. I'm from New York. I moved to Florida for a 30-second gap, and then I came back here, which sucks. It was a mistake.
I'm a tri-state shorty, so I'm trying to look like an old Greek man, like my dad. Well, my dad's like more of an old Mediterranean man, but I'm trying to be like big boss. Like, I got the chains on and like Get out of the pool. Like,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So
You gotta
good.
wear the sandals with the like the strap around them.
Oh, absolutely.
The Jesus sandals.
yes, I do.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
See?
and I am taking the kids and going to my sister's.
But you gotta stop at the diner first.
Oh, absolutely.
I gotta stop at the Greek store in Kenilworth. Not sponsored, but that is the best Greek store.
So
Um,
good.
I always remember because Kenilworth, it's worth it to go. Whatever. Wait, so this is so great. So we've been yapping so much, and I know we're kind of running low on time, but right, like just yapping. But we normally always ask, like, how did you like? We usually start this, but how did you find your way into wrestling? Like young Joey Conway, like, how do you end up
A
being?
young regular age Joe.
Yeah, well,
like I was just a fan, and like my brother is 4 years older than me. He would watch wrestling on like Saturday mornings, so I just wanted to hang out with him because he beat me up all the time.
Right.
So I would just sit and I would watch wrestling, and like in the '90s, it was cartoon wrestling, and I would be like, "This is so cool," and he'd be like, "I don't like what you like. I like the other guys," and he always liked the opposite characters, and I liked whatever. So when I liked Shawn Michaels, he liked Bret Hart, and I liked I know Fu Manchu in the '90s because we didn't know better. He liked the Ultimate Warrior because he didn't know better. You know, like we, but like we always liked opposite characters, and that grew. That was our whole lives, and we just like randomly like bonded over wrestling, and our love for pro wrestling never changed. Like Monday nights, we watched pro wrestling. We watched Monday Night Raw every single night for my whole life. Until he moved out and like bought a house and whatever he did. He moved when we parted ways. We stopped watching wrestling every night together, but we still watch wrestling, and we would go to wrestling shows. To the point where I was at a Shawn Michaels signing, which is hilarious that I've said Shawn Michaels like 8 times today. Like an autograph signing as a fan, and some guy walked up and handed me a club card for the school I started training at, and the only reason I started training there was because somebody on the club card was a person I went to high school with.
Oh, heard.
So, yeah.
Oh
I was like, what the fuck? This guy wrestles? So I was like, there's a show tonight.
Weird.
We're going.
Right.
We went to the show. I saw the dude that he's on television. Like, it's incredible.
I love it.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. So like I was like, I want to see this guy wrestle now. He was in one of my like gym classes. Like I didn't know he was a wrestling fan. I wore wrestling shirts my whole like high school career, and I was like a really nerdy, stupid kid, like emo kid with hair, but it was really long.
You're in good company. You're good.
Yeah, this is girl.
Yeah.
I'm like, bring your chair right here. You're fine.
Hell yeah. But like I realized I needed to go. Like I was too much of a fan. I needed to try. And so I tried, and I kept going, and I kept trying, and I kept trying. And like I said, I was a shithead, reformed eventually. But I'm still to this day. I had this conversation earlier with somebody. I'm still trying to not be a shithead to people, and like that sucks. But it happens. You know, like I have to prove myself every day, still.
I swear to God, this is like the most. I was like, I feel seen. I feel hurt. I always tell people I'm a bitch in recovery, and sometimes I relapse, and I do apologize.
And you know what? You have those tendencies, and it's like, oh shit, it's still in your person. But like, if you're like, I have to focus hard on like not settling, and that's like my biggest like that. I'm a settler, and like I will. All right, well, I'm here. I don't have to send out that email today because like I can send it tomorrow, and like I'll procrastinate a little bit, but I'm settling for like where I'm at. I'm not happy where I'm at. Like I don't want to be, and I'm not saying I am a big fish in any pond, but I don't want to be a big fish in a small pond. I want to be the smallest fish in the biggest pond possible, where I can try to eat the little things to get to the big things, so I can eat everything that's the biggest thing in the pond or the lake or the ocean. You know, like I have a drive to do that, and sometimes I have to struggle to get to that drive. And you know, like it's life.
Right.
It's life growing up, especially in the tri-state area. It's like living in general here is just a drag on your life. It's
Hey,
between the
man.
weather and the traffic and
People.
the people and the money and the this and the that.
Right.
I mean, you're going to be dragged down. You got to find something that's going to like pull you out of it. And like, if you can try to be motivated at the end of that, like, fuck, that's your that's your last like gasp. You know, like I don't have motivation after work and after all this other bullshit. So like, fuck, I got to go do it now. And then you do.
Wow.
I love that.
Also, we need like a Joey Conway, the last gasp.
That's
The
fantastic.
last gasp.
I'll
And
just I'll die. No one will ever know.
I always say I want a pen pal just for like, and I don't want to follow them on like social media or anything, but like I want them to like if when the letters stop, I died. Like that's how like that's how you know.
Isn't that like a Sandra Bullock movie? Like
probably I'm down though.
It's like the lake house or some shit like that.
when the
Aren't they,
letters
like,
stop, you know I've died.
oh, 1000.
You should just write somebody in like the Midwest then and say fuck it.
I just start random
Just,
letters.
you're my pen pal. You're gonna get like a cease and desist.
Oh, absolutely. They're banging down my door. I saw in an interview once you kind of had like you were talking about like some goals you had, but like as far as like when you did the Puerto Rico show, like wrestling internationally, like so what is kind of still left for you to like check off that you're kind of like looking to grow into, in the next,
So
coming
like
year?
I'm still I'm still struggling with that like motivation thing like that I'm branching out and
Mhm.
I really I want to I say it all the time and I've said it for a long time and I got to wrestle internationally within the last like year a little bit, which was amazing. I had one show in the Dominican Republic and it made me want more.
Perfect.
And because of that one show, I luckily I got to talk to some people in Mexico and some other places, and I'm trying to get there. So I want to wrestle more internationally and learn that style as well. Because while I was in DR, wrestlers be wrestlers. Like we just do. So there's a wrestling ring set up, and we're all stretching. We start fucking around with our style. And I started showing them some of my style, my American training style, and they started showing me some of their lucha training, and I'm like, it's different, it's way different, and I started learning that. So like, I'd like to learn a little bit more of that and learn like there's a guy Sam Adonis, he's an incredible wrestler. I look up to him as like he's incredible. I can't speak his praises enough, and he's a guy that I've luckily, I've been able to text or DM and talk to and get some guidance through. And he's a dude that constantly will say like learning lucha and learning your, how to base changes how you wrestle. And like, I want to learn that. And I want to learn different stuff from that. I want to learn different styles and I want to go different places. I just want to grow my name and like my brand of sorts. And like, there's ways to do it, and I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to like. There's a Richard. Oh my God, Sam Adonis. Sam Adonis. There's a Richard Adonis, and then there's my God. There's a bunch of people that are incredible at social media, and I have to get better at that. So like these are the things I have to be better at, and at the same time continue to increase my character work and be better in the ring and get better wind and cardio so I can do more and show more. And like, it's a nonstop thing. It's like checklist that never gets checked, like
right.
You might check a box that like, here's a goal. I want to wrestle in Mexico. There's a goal. But when I wrestle in Mexico, then it becomes
right.
Like I want to wrestle internationally, but now I want to wrestle internationally, like for a month. Straight.
Yes.
I want to I want to immerse myself in their culture and their style. I was trained by multiple people over the years, and one of them I look up to a lot. Mike Mondo. This story is not about him, but I wanted to shout him out. It's another one of my trainers, and Tony Nese. I could shout him out because it's a really good story. He came back from Japan and did a tour, and he I asked him a question, and he said, and it was mostly because I didn't know much about like the difference between American style and Japanese wrestling. And it was right around the time I had started kind of understanding that there was much bigger differences than even as a fan I learned.
Yeah.
And like I asked him, like, did you have to like adapt? And he said, yeah. And well, first he said like he adapted the first day. And then the promoter said, why the fuck did we bring you here, essentially, if you're going to wrestle like every other guy that wrestles here? And I went,
Oh,
fuck.
yeah. Oh, shit.
Like, they're not bringing you there to do your shit, their shit. They're bringing you there to do your shit. And I went, oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Then I took that to the Dominican Republic, and I learned like it's the same thing. Like that quote about showing everybody who you are when you walk through the curtain. I
Yeah.
learned that from Nice, but I also learned that from Dan Barry. And because he watched one of my matches from the crowd, Dan Barry, and he said, you know, like I get it. Like the crowd we're in knows who you are. It was a home field advantage, and I could walk out and you know they just you know they see you and they go, I know you. Oh, we're gonna react. I'm preconditioned. But what happens when you walk out in the Dominican Republic and you don't even speak their language? You don't. You can't resonate with them. It's all that character building comes to life, and you have to rely on your tactics, your teaching. So that's something I got to learn more of too, is getting it faster, getting that reaction faster, getting that reaction in different ways. I have to learn my game. I have to continue changing my game and evolving. And you know, people, and it happens every day. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like, and I'm not even saying people are stealing shit, but like some of us have certain things that we like to do, and then sometimes other people on like TV will do that shit, and other people go like, "Oh, that's their stuff now," and I don't want to be that. I don't want to be like, "Oh, you're just ripping off that guy."
Right.
All right, so I'll change it up a little bit. It's not sour grapes. Hey, everything is stolen in pro wrestling.
Right. Right.
Every move I do,
it's all repackaged.
I do the Dude Buster as my finish because Tony Nese does the Dude Buster. I also do the 450 because Tony Nese does that. Like I stole everything from my trainers. I do a backpack whippersnapper because I was trained by Mikey Whipwreck.
Right.
Like I steal everything from I steal it from my trainers because I again, sentimentality is earned, and I don't think I earned a reason to be sentimental, but I earned a reason to tell stories.
Right.
Like if I get to wrestle any of those people, I wrestled Mikey Whipwreck, and I've done a backpack whippersnapper in front of him. Not crazy, because fuck no, I would never do that to him. It sucks to take. But I, you know, like I did it in front of him, and to me, that was so cool. He gave me the green mist. We teamed together one time, and he was like, "Here, this is for you," and I was like, "This is the coolest thing ever."
That's amazing.
And I've done that. You know, like everything is stolen. So like sometimes you just got to adapt and change, and sometimes shit gets old. People start doing stuff like I'm gonna kind of like ruin indie wrestling. Like there's a kick to the stomach and kick them up. Everybody fucking does that same fucking thing. Why would you do that? Like I can do so many different things. So every day is a learning. So like going forward, it's changed my game every day. Regardless of if it's fucking social media or training or I have to improve my body. I know that. I want to every day be better. Look at Finn Balor. That dude just main evented Raw and is like in the shape of everyone's life.
Right.
Like
1000%.
What the hell, man? I don't look like Finn Balor, so I shouldn't be in his position, you know? And I want to be in his position, right, for that title. So I got to look like that. And that's something I've been trying to dial in on more too. You know, it's a process of learning your weaknesses and not letting them kill you.
Amen.
Yeah. Amen.
It sucks. Because you have to identify them and like not let them get you down.
Right.
But
it's the only way to get better, you know?
But yeah. I have these like really pointy, weird shoulders, and I know it. I just think they're funny now. Like,
Oh, that's
My
awesome.
God.
Uh,
Oh my God.
Kelsey, do you have any other questions?
I just have one last question,
Okay, go for it.
which I honestly could continue talking probably the rest of the night, but we will respect your time. Are
I
you
appreciate it.
still one of the last people to leave the building?
I try to be every single time,
Yeah.
not on purpose. However, I get changed so late, and I talk to a million people, and I try to talk to. I try to like. I have a big thing about being in gear and being as you saw me at my merch table.
Mm,
Big thing
Okay.
about like I learned and I weird knowledge stuff, along the years that stick with you. That last show I wrestled before COVID, I wrestled James Storm, and I asked him if he was going to get changed before our match because he was in jeans and a tank top with a cowboy hat and cowboy boots, and I was like, holy shit, I have to take his super kick to my face in cowboy boots. And I was like, hey, are you, if you're not going to change, and I made the mistake. Like, I shouldn't have asked him that, but like I did. And he was like, hey kid, like, why would I go out to the merch table in my gear when they've paid to see me in my gear? And I know I'm giving like inside shit from James Storm. Sorry, James Storm, if you're ever going to see this, but like I took that to heart and I went, oh fuck, you're right. Like if you look on TV, watch Raw, watch SmackDown, watch AEW, watch every show on the history of history. When guys do backstage interviews, they're probably in regular clothes or a different outfit than you're going to see them wrestling in. Like I want to look like you saw me if I'm at my merch table after I wrestle. But if I'm at my merch table before I wrestle, you're going to see me in clothes, probably. I hope.
right.
Unless I'm like rushing to do shit, I'll probably be in regular clothes or like my boots take forever to lace up. So like maybe then, but also like I want to be in that gear and until the last person gets that picture or gets that, like I don't know. I see a lot of kids. I might be a bad guy, but like kids want pictures with the bad guy, and I don't want to be the bad guy that's just wearing the Pizza Hut hoodie. They go to school on Monday and they go like, I met this wrestler and he was so mean, but then he was so nice. They can't describe me, so you got to
Yeah.
show the kids. And like I'm wearing a big fur coat with a giant silver with my mustache done crazy. Oh, like, oh wow, that guy. Oh, that's a pro wrestler. That's not a guy you're going to see at 7-Eleven or anything. Like I have a big thing behind that. And you know what? I am also real slow at getting unchanged.
I'm just vibing.
Yeah. My boots
Those,
again.
I
Like
was gonna say, those boots are crazy.
they
And are
lace
they
up.
just laces? There's no zipper?
No zipper. No, I wish I got a zipper. I made a mistake. uh,
Because I saw the video of you lacing them up, and I was like, there's no way.
yeah,
Every
lace them
time?
all the way up. I lace them all the way up. I bought those. Those are my pride and joy. I was taught.
They are
I was
beautiful.
told like back in the day, like you take pride in your gear, and I never understood like what you like. I get it, like you go like, yeah, I take pride in my gear, but then like you learn what like the levels of gear are, and like I
Mm,
had boots that were like off the rack wrestling boots that you can get from like, and those are great boots. Those and like I still have them in my like apartment. I use them for like death matches and shit. But like like you have these off the rack boots that don't fit 100% to you, and like that can be a little dangerous if you're. I got lucky because my leg is I guess kind of like generically sized,
Mm,
so I got lucky. I didn't have a lot of movement, so I was capable of buying generic boots until like I got to a level where I was like, all of my gear is custom gear, has my name on it, says something. My knee pads have something on them.
mhm.
Everything about me is me. You can buy these boots off the rack like that. I hate that. So
Yeah.
I went to a company, Sam Adonis. Uh, I went, I DM'd him. I was like, hey, like, who do you use? And he gave me a guy, and I used him. And it was a dude in Mexico who, within 3 weeks, had these custom flamed leather cool boots to my door that were custom fit to my leg, and they're my pride and joy.
love that.
They're
They're
amazing.
the coolest things I own.
They're
honestly.
awesome. I feel
Like,
that way about my shoes too.
see, it's like I'm not a shoe person, but like I
But
felt more
those,
professional. You know what I mean? Like I just
Mm.
felt professional, and like
yeah.
like you buy clothes for your career. You know, like
Hmm.
you look good, you feel good, you feel professional, you look like you dress for a job. Like
Right.
Hmm.
I felt like I had leveled up at that point and gotten to the point where I was like, okay, I'm dressing for the
The
job I
job.
really want.
Hmm.
Like
Yes.
I see these guys on with contracts. I see these guys making money touring the world. I see what they're wearing. I see how they're dressed, and I see that they have something in their game that I don't have. So let me change that. That's
Sure.
how I look at everything, man.
Wow.
I love it.
And I need to channel that.
Yeah,
I need to really like,
it took a whole, like, honestly, like, I told the story to Jordan Oliver himself when I wrestled him. I did not like Jordan Oliver for a very long time because I was jealous. I was
mm,
envious of his talent because he was younger than me, faster than me, more well booked than me. He was I don't know if I said talented, but he's way more talented than me. I'll say it again. And I saw it and I went like, shit, he's getting the opportunities I want. And
mm,
instead of saying want, I said deserve. And you don't deserve shit. So I took my brain and I went like, I don't deserve anything. Like I have to learn this from the ground up, and I have to treat this like a real job. And people that are doing better than me, whether I agree with it or not. And Jordan Oliver, I agree with now. That man, that dude is incredible. But
Hmm.
mm.
when I see people who are getting crowd reactions that are better than mine, or I see people who are selling merch that's better than mine, but I don't like the design of the merch, or maybe I don't like why, like how are you getting more reactions than me? How? I got to study that instead of hating it
Hmm.
or getting pissed about it. I'm going to watch you more. I'm going to
Right.
study from the
Mm.
ground up and find out, is it from jump? Are you getting through the curtain mad? Are you getting through the curtain and then doing something else? Is there something that you're how are you attaching yourself to this crowd, or how are you attaching yourself to the internet audience and lending yourself to getting thousands of views that I don't get?
Hmm.
I'm trying to learn that part too. So it's like it's constant learning process of just how the fuck do I do this?
Amen.
I love that.
It
I'm like, I
sucks.
really, we're dropping gems here today on the New to Wrestling podcast. I need to
I'm
like
trying.
lock it in. But this is
Oh,
what I'm saying. Like, I'm just very grateful because we started the show and it was mostly, and it is still, we like watch wrestling, we watch Monday Night Raw, whatever. But I always love these conversations because I do always learn something new that I can retain and be like, oh shit, like
Hell yeah.
that's really cool. Like even to just apply, wrestling is everything.
Yeah.
We always say it,
Re-
wrestling is everything.
Watch the progression of people in general over just
Yeah.
over a year. Watch the progression of anybody you see on TV that's on there regularly. They're gonna
right.
change throughout that year, and they're
Yeah.
gonna evolve, and they're gonna because they need to get reactions differently.
Hmm.
Like people see stuff and they go like, "Oh shit!" Like that guy's good.
Right.
They, yeah, he's
Yeah.
really fucking good, but why? Like, now
Mm.
I gotta fucking figure that out, and like I gotta dive in. This sucks.
But I'm going to dive.
Listen,
Yeah, but I'm
we're
gonna
here to
dive.
watch the dive.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive, but
The
and I do that
skydive.
with TV. God damn it! You book it, I'm there.
All
We'll
right.
figure it out.
Bet.
Don't tempt her with a good time. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
This
Yeah,
is
this
going
was the
to
best.
drop on the 29th of January. What do
Oh,
you
yeah.
have coming up that the people can find you, or just generally where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on all the social medias. The Instagram, the Twitter, I have a TikTok. I think I'm gonna start putting stuff on it. I think I say this every time I do an interview too. Also, the YouTube is the same thing.
Hmm.
Um, this month, I know it's past, but if you can find my stuff on YouTube, watch it, comment on it, and like I learn by that shit. So like I don't know if you're liking something, like something.
Hmm.
But I have Titan Championship Wrestling this week. I also have New Fear City in Brooklyn this week, and hopefully those are out shortly after
Mhm.
after we film where this comes out. I have, I believe, Titan next month as well. I have remarkable. Oh my God, Dynasty up in Albany. Chris Envy's gonna kill me. The promoter, he's gonna kill me. I have a bunch of stuff, but if you follow my social media, you'll see all the dumb shit I post, and it's all like just where I'm gonna be or what I'm doing, and hopefully Joey Conway drives everywhere and hates himself for it. Comes back soon.
Oh,
Please.
listen, we will assist in making that
The
happen.
people
Don't you worry.
demand it.
I'll try to edit one this week and try to get it out. I filmed a really long one to go to North Carolina like recently,
Mm.
and like that's where I stopped. It was like 10 minutes of editing, and I was like, this sucks.
This is horrendous.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
editing really will melt your mind. There are some days like I'll leave
yeah,
work and I'm
yeah.
like,
I'm
it's
cutting
pudding.
everything
I don't
down.
know.
Yeah, how am I cutting everything down into 30-second like little smidgy clips, little small guys, and
Mm,
now the clip is still 5 minutes?
yes.
What the? I didn't
Yes.
film that much.
Oh, but you did.
Oh,
Oh,
but
And
you
I feel like
did.
I'm losing stuff.
yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's another process that's like never ending because it's just like you it's
Yeah.
like one
See,
of
I
those
can
things you're
learn.
never
See,
happy with when you're done because
no,
it's just like I could always do more
no.
though.
I just edited something yesterday and posted it, and it sucks. I'm already hating it.
Yeah, I understand that on a level you have no idea.
Yeah, I was like, you guys, the two of you need to kiki about this because
Hell yeah.
Um,
Hell yeah.
this poor boy.
but all right, guys, thank you to Joey for his time. This
Absolutely.
was a
Absolutely.
fantastic conversation. Welcome back anytime. We'll have you for part two, three, whatever you're down for.
Anytime, let me know.
Yay!
But this has been another edition of the New to Wrestling podcast for Kelsey and our guest Joey. I'm Xavier. We'll catch you on the next one.
We'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.